Hey guys, it's Cher, and in today's video I'm going to be testing out and reviewing the E.L.F. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I'm pretty sure this is E.L.F.'s newest concealer. I tried to get it for a previous video that I just filmed pretty recently, trying out all of E.L.F.'s newest products. I really wanted to include it in that video, but it was very popular when it was first released and literally impossible to find either online or in the drugstore or at Ulta. So when I saw this in Ulta the other day, in a shade that I thought might match my skin tone, I grabbed it, I picked it up, I really wanted to try it, and I thought that even if I didn't get to include it in that other E.L.F. video of me trying new products, then I would just make an entirely separate video for it by itself. It's also only $5, so I mean, come on, I had to try it. If you want to watch me test and review the E.L.F. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer, then let's get into it. This is the E.L.F. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Peach. I picked this up at Ulta the other day for only $5. Honestly, to me, in the packaging, it pulls more neutral than warm or peachy, which is kind of why I picked it up, because recently I've come to the conclusion that I'm definitely more neutral toned than cool or warm, like one or the other. And I even got up the courage to ask someone in Ulta the other day, like someone who worked there, what they thought my skin undertone was, and she looked at me instantly and just immediately said neutral. Like, she could just tell almost immediately. I've tried the vein color trick before, like what color are your veins? To me, mine are both blue and green sometimes, and sometimes even purple. Like, I'll catch purple veins too in certain lightings. And I've tried the whole what type of jewelry do you like wearing, like silver or gold. I like both, obviously, so I've just never been completely sure of my undertone, and it gets kind of frustrating because, you know, you just kind of want to know these things when you wear makeup all the time. So that didn't really help me figure it out. So finally I just asked, I asked a professional, an Ulta beauty professional, and yeah, that's what she said. So I picked this shade of the foundation because to me, in the packaging, it looks more neutral toned than it does peachy. So there's my reasoning behind that. Anyway, okay. I did not see before I bought this that it dries matte. My under eyes are already pretty dry, and I'm already trying out a foundation that I'm not used to. The foundation I have on right now is the Infallible Total Cover Foundation. If you want to watch me test this out, I just got done filming a video on that. Once it's uploaded, I will link it right here above me and also in the description box down below, if you want to see my review of this foundation. As a side note. Sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked there, but the reason I'm saying all that is because I'm already using a foundation that I'm not used to, first of all, and second of all, that is not as glowy and dewy as I'm used to as well. So with the 16-hour coverage, we got you. With hustling to work, running to the gym, and everything in between, your concealer needs to play as hard as you do. Yeah, because I totally go to work, go to the gym. I do all of that every day. Thanks, E.L.F., a way to make me feel really unproductive. The fact that this concealer dries matte does not excite me. My skin is already pretty dry. Let's open this up. Oh, okay. Well, the applicator is really large, so I don't know why that matters, but let's test it out. I've actually been pretty impressed with a lot of E.L.F.'s new products lately, so hopefully this is no exception. But I am a little nervous. It is a full coverage 16-hour wear concealer featuring a large doe foot applicator to conceal, correct, contour, and highlight for flawless skin. The highly pigmented formula is lightweight, dries matte, and won't settle into fine lines or creases. It's ideal for all skin types. The large doe foot applicator applies the creamy formula evenly and precisely for maximum coverage. In addition, the versatility of the wand allows you to sculpt, contour, and highlight. As for the formula, the intense pigmentation is full coverage, but apparently won't settle into your fine lines, courtesy of its oil balancing formula that leaves behind a matte finish. First of all, the concealer is very, very creamy, which I like. Second of all, I disagree that it dries down matte. If anything, it dries down a lot more dewy than some other concealers I've tried previously, like the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealer. If you want to watch me test that out for the first time, then you can click right here. That concealer definitely dries down more matte than this one, like no question. I guess that's kind of bad news for people that do prefer concealers that dry down really matte. I just happen to not be one of those people, and I actually prefer a more glowy looking concealer because of my skin type and how it is already kind of dry. I don't really need to layer a whole bunch of matte products on it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's not too matte at all for me. But surprisingly, I kind of feel like the E.L.F. concealer blended into the foundation enough to kind of improve the look of the foundation, honestly, from what I can see. Like, for instance, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the spoiler alert if you haven't watched the foundation review video before this one. My forehead tends to be pretty dry, so the foundation was kind of caking to my forehead area a little bit more than I would like. I kind of feel like the E.L.F. concealer has helped blend that out a little bit into like a less textured look. And I also don't think that the shade is that peachy with its undertones. I don't know, I just don't feel like it pulls peachy on me at all. And it's a really good concealer shade for me too, I think, which is a relief. I'm going to go ahead and see what this concealer looks like when I put the rest of my makeup on, and then I'll give my final thoughts, so I'll be back. But so far, I really like it, and I'm very impressed, especially considering it's only $5, so you cannot beat that. Alright, so I'm back with the rest of my makeup on. All I did to set this concealer was apply some powder to my under eyes so that I could prevent a little bit of creasing. My under eyes tend to crease anyway, no matter what I do, no matter what setting powder I use, no matter what concealer I use. So yeah, I expected a little bit of creasing, but I really like this concealer, and I might have already said this at some point in this video, but before I put this concealer on, I was also testing a foundation that I had never tested before, which was the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Total Cover Foundation, and it was just a little bit cakey and textured on my skin because my skin typically tends to be dry, and this was not a glowy or dewy finish foundation. But once I applied the E.L.F. Camo Concealer, I really feel like it helped to blend everything out and make everything look a lot smoother and, just like I said, less textured. Not that it was horrible to begin with, but I just really feel like the E.L.F. concealer helped it along a little bit, which I'm a little bit surprised by considering it was supposed to dry really matte. In my opinion, it did not dry matte at all. It just dried really smoothly, which I'm not complaining about considering my skin is naturally on the drier side. I really like this concealer, and as a matter of fact, I actually like it better than the Infallible Full Wear Concealer that I recently tried, and I actually like this one a lot better. And the E.L.F. Camo Concealer, once again, only $5. So if you have not tried this yet, then I would definitely recommend it. I think those are my final thoughts for this concealer. I definitely recommend it, and in my opinion, it doesn't dry down matte, but yeah, you should get it, and especially because it's only $5. If you want to check out that other review that I just got done filming of the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Total Cover Foundation, then I will put that right here for you to click on as soon as it gets posted, and also in the description box down below. If you want me to do more makeup reviews like this in the future, then make sure you give this video a big thumbs up so I know. Subscribe to my channel down below if you have not done that yet, and click the little bell notification too so you know exactly when I upload a new video. My Facebook and Instagram accounts will also be linked in the description box if you want to find me on either of those. You can also watch all the other makeup videos that I've uploaded to this channel in the makeup video playlist that I have as well in the description box. And I think that's all. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!